New political party, Jati Nagarik Party launched. A 151-member convening committee announced. Convener Nahid Islam and member secretary Akhtar Hussain. Jati Nagarik Party leaders pledged to build the country on the basis of unity and justice. Sales of egg, milk and meat began at fair price ahead of Ramadan. Milk available at 80 taka per litre and beef at 650 taka per kg. Interim government wants to hold trial of all the killings took place during the tenure of Sheikh Hasina, says Chief Advisor's Press Secretary. Month-long Amar Ekushey book fair ended today. Book lovers thronged the fair premises on the closing day. Discussion begins in Cairo, centering second phase ceasefire between Hamas and Israel in Gaza. And Australia and Afghanistan's ICC Champions Trophies match called off due to rain in Lahore. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is News at 10 on BTV and BTV News. I am Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the headlines. Let's move on to the details of those and other stories. Jati Nagarik Party, the new political platform formed by student activists of the July movement, was officially launched through a public ceremony at Manik Mir venue in the capital this evening. Leaders of the Jati Nagarik Committee and the anti-discrimination student movement came together to float the party with Nahid Islam as its convener and Akhtar Hussain as the member secretary. A partial central committee of the party was announced at the event, which drew thousands of people from across the country. Samantha Sharmin and Ariful Islam Adib were made as senior joint conveners, while Tasneem Zara and Nahida Sarwar Nova were named senior joint member secretaries. Besides, Hasnat Abdullah was designated as the chief organizer for the southern region, while Sarji Salam took on the role of the northern region. Nasiruddin Patwari was made chief coordinator, with Abdul Hanan Masood as senior joint coordinator. Meem Akhtar, sister of Ismail Hussain Rabbi, who was martyred during the July uprising, formally announced the names of the convener and member secretary. Member Secretary Akhtar Hussain later declared the names of some other key leadership positions. The names for other vacant posts in the Central Committee will be announced soon, said Akhtar Hussain. Earlier, several student leaders, including Samantha Sharmin, Sarji Salam, Hasnat Abdullah, Nasiruddin Patwari, Nusrat Tabassum and Abdul Hanan Masood spoke at the event. BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman said democracy is not yet free from danger. Even fascist autocrat fled the country. Tariq Rahman said absconder fascist and her associates are still hatching conspiracy to fail the interim government. The BNP leader was addressing virtually at the biannual council meeting of Janmashtami Celebration Committee in Chattogram today. Among others, BNP Standing Committee member Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry and leaders of Janmashtami Celebration Committee were present. The Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock has started selling milk, eggs and meat at affordable prices on the occasion of holy month of Ramadan. Fisheries and Livestock Advisor Farida Akhtar inaugurated the month-long program today in the capital's Badda area. The advisor said this selling campaign would be continued at 25 locations in the capital, considering the purchasing capacity of the low-income people. She said liquid milk would be sold at 80 taka per litre, beef at 68 taka per kilogram, dressed broiler meat at 250 taka per kilogram, and eggs at 114 taka per dozen. Under the month-long program for Ramadan, the sales activities will continue until the 28th of Ramadan at 25 locations across the capital, including the Secretariat, Kamarbadi, Noya Bazar, Kalshi, Bosila, Tejgaon and Kakrail, as well as in various parts of the country. Stakeholders involved in the sales campaign are hopeful that this initiative by the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock would help maintain stability in the kitchen markets during Ramadan. The prices of dates, chickpeas, flattened rice, puffed rice and molasses remain stable in the market ahead of the holy month of Ramadan. However, the instability in the edible oil market persists. Shopkeepers said that the prices of some products have increased due to the growing demand marking Ramadan. However, there is an adequate supply of all essential products in the market. Meanwhile, consumers have brought allegations of manipulation in the edible oil market, citing a shortage in the retail market against the demand. In a sudden visit to various markets in the capital on Friday morning, it was found that the prices of vegetables such as potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers and eggplants remained unchanged, while the price of lemon increased. As the market has a good supply, all varieties of rice are being sold at previous prices. Meanwhile, the prices of fish, meat and eggs remain stable, but the price of chicken has increased slightly ahead of Ramadan. Bangladesh Telecommunication Regulatory Commission (BTRC) could not play its proper role in the past 15 years. Rather, the organization turned into a center for conspiracies and irregularities, as well as misuse of power. BTRC stoked the digital shutdown during July movement. Insiders say the organization is yet to change despite the fall of fascist Sheikh Hasina's government. In addition, the legacy of Sheikh Hasina is still in place at the BTRC. The incidents of crimes are on the rise due to multifarious conspiracies by the cohorts of the fascist Hasina government, different mainstream media outlets reporting. In addition, publicity of fake contents on crimes has increased in the social media. On February 23rd, miscreants shot a gold trader at Monastery area in the capital. Following the incident, social media was flooded claiming that the gold trader died, but the reality is he survived the attack. Similar disinformation is being circulated over an alleged recent rape incident. An incident of rape in India took place in 2017 is being circulated, terming it as happened in Bangladesh. Observers say most of these fake contents are being circulated to terrorize the people. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam said the interim government wants to ensure trials of all killings taken place during Sheikh Hasina's rule. The government should be given time for this. He said this as chief guest at a shadow parliament at the FDC titled "The Awami League Government Carried Out Killings at the Shapla Chottor in the Fear of Losing Power." Debate for Democracy organized it. Shafiqul Alam said investigations into the incidents of enforced disappearances took place during the fascist government is underway. However, the government is prioritizing trials of July killings. He went on saying that mass killings were carried out at the Shapla Chottor to consolidate power. Chairman of the Debate for Democracy, Hassan Ahmad Kiran, presided over the function. At the shadow parliament, debaters of the opposition Tanzimul Ummah Aliyah Madrasa won, defeating Treasury bench debaters of Tamirul Millat Kamil Madrasa. Month-long Amar Ekushey book fair ends today. On the 28th day of the month-long fair, book lovers were seen buying their favorite books or meeting their favorite authors. The knowledge-based gathering, which began in the morning with the cheerful voices of children, gradually transformed into a bustling crowd with the progress of the day. The book fair authorities said this year's fair will be remembered for the enthusiastic participation of youth and various creative initiatives. This year, the entire fairground was bustling with the footsteps of young readers from the very beginning. Parents emphasized the need to focus on making reading more enjoyable for children and to nurture their reading habits. After children and teenagers, the book fair is also a joyous occasion for new writers, offering them a special platform to showcase their work. This year, 1,059 stalls were allotted to 693 publishing houses and organizations at the Bangla Academy.